there, some fish it. It's a bit windier tonight, a bit wetter. So I've got me nice bright yellow waterproof one. It's surprisingly warm considering how thin it is, but anyway, it would appear, it's looking very likely, that my prediction about say 2-tier Kia Stallion Starmer, the Farmer Hammer, could be out in the next couple of weeks, because the rumour mill's going that he's about to be ousted by his party. They want rid. You can see the harm he's doing to the entire party as a whole. And as I also say, if the Labour Party wants to survive, wants to be able to still be a viable party come the next election, they have to get rid of it. They have no choice. He's not only deeply unpopular, he is a balls to the wall enemy of the state, literally. Just like Justin Trudeau in Canada was an enemy of the state and a traitor, just like Joe Biden with Kamala Harris and all of their cabinet, just like Emmanuel Macron, Olaf Scholz, Mark Rutte before he was ousted, Donald Tusk, Poland, you name it. You name a leader in Europe or in the Western world, we've been saddled with traitorous, treacherous, treasonous cunts for years. I think because of Trump getting in, he supposedly loves the UK, right? I tend to think he's probably indifferent, but if he's a good ally and a good friend, in not the UK government per se or the political elite, but most certainly the people. A great deal of the people in the UK, if they were given the choice and allowed to, they'd probably quite happily become the 51st state of America. I know for a fact that a great deal, many of us, would fight for him if asked. I'm not one of those. You attack my country, you attack my family, you attack me, but most especially you attack my family. God help you. Donald Trump? No. Don't bow to any leader. But like I said, a great many of the British public do. Trump knows this. He also knows that Starmer and the entire Labour Party don't like him at all. Can't stand him. They can see through their faux smiles and cordial sort of platitudes that they give him. Same with Elon Musk. Both men are extremely important on the world stage, and Starmer and his entire cabinet's behaviour before the election towards Donald Trump is a serious setback and a serious mistake This is why you do not get into personal beefs with political leaders around the globe when you're a low IQ twat like David Lammy or Keir Starmer or Rachel Reeves or any of those fucking morons that we have in the cabinet. Because like it or not, Donald Trump will run rings round you. People go on about him being dumb. Donald Trump isn't dumb. Not by a long shot. The guy understands game theory better than an actual PhD mathematician. Same with chaos theory. Understands both of them very well because they're both heavily tied to the business world. If I didn't have a suspicion that Donald Trump was just another cog in the wheel, a pressure release valve, so to speak, then having Donald Trump in the White House with Elon Musk, Vivek Ramaswamy, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., Tulsi Gabbard, Kash Patel, all at the top, all in his cabinet, this could be the most dangerous thing to ever arise against the system. My guess is though, right now, the biggest threat to the system is Luigi Mangione. However, what do I mean? I mentioned this before. This man's case, during the trial, and it has to be reported, because if the mainstream don't do it, all of us independents are going to do it anyway, yeah? So they need to run damage control and start it earlier, which is what they're doing. This is going to expose the entire medical insurance industry for what it is. A con game, a scam, a way of ripping people off for massive amounts of money. And legally too. It's almost like slavery. But they're intrinsically tied to the medical industrial complex. Big pharma, everything else. This also ties into agriculture. Big agriculture with all the pesticides and everything else that cause the sicknesses that get big pharma to supply the drugs to treat the people that make more money. It's also tied to the military industrial complex because they also come up with the pesticides through poisons that they use on people. The raw minerals that they take from countries that they've conquered, that supplies big agriculture, that supplies the medical industry, that supplies the government, and therefore the system with all their money. Everything is tied in together, and this assassination that Mr. Mangione has done is probably the most incredibly well thought out and intelligent assassinations to have ever have been committed. Nobody knew who this guy was at one time. Not Mangione, I mean the guy who killed the CEO who killed, but he was the CEO of the biggest medical insurance firm in the whole of the US. And just that one seemingly insignificant act has the potential to completely throw the system out into the sunlight and show it for what it is and bring the whole thing down. This is why the drones are in the air. Not only for the laws that are being passed now, especially in New Jersey at the minute, we're sending detection equipment out to detect these drones, jammers, everything else, all by law, signed into law to be rolled out and deployed in these cities. But this will become national. I said, look for the laws. Look for what changes, look for what rights that you lose. But also, look for what they're trying to cover up. Keep your eyes on Luigi Mangione. I have a feeling they're going to try and Epstein him. By the way, they were parading him out the other day, showing him off. Look, we've got him. All you other guys are safe now. Just like they did in Syria for the Israelis. It's okay, you're safe now, you can move into that area. This is the deception industrial complex at its best.